is still maintained over there. 15, as I said, which is nearly 12 years on now. And then, interesting too, school dinners, I know the program aired here. Jamie's this year launched a school kitchen garden project. So with school dinners, rather than trying to tackle the government about good food for kids at school, he's now started a kitchen garden project where he's working with primary schools to develop kitchens and then have a classroom where they have a kitchen as well, so that the kids learn to not only grow food but how to cook with it as well. And Jamie was inspired by Stephanie Alexander's project in Melbourne, Stephanie Alexander's School Kitchen Project, to start that. So a big part of Jamie's success as well, and a big part of the business now, is Jamie's website. So when I first worked with Jamie on the website about 8 years ago, he's always had a really good sense of technology, and he's always had a really good sense of how the internet can really enhance what he does and the global reach in terms of the fans. So around 10 years ago, he had a website that had an unsigned bands section on it, where he used to upload, because he was in a band himself, he used to upload music to his website for anyone to listen to. So before social media, before MySpace, before everyone was expressing themselves online, and before the onset of social media, Jamie was really ahead of the game, because he just did this because he thought it was a good idea. And actually a band called Keen was discovered through Jamie's website. 10 years ago as well, he had an online diary, so he'd be updating his diary nearly every day in terms of letting people know what he was up to. So it's just, for me, incredibly refreshing to work for somebody who just embraces technology, and social media. With the onset of social media, it's a perfect platform for him to be more expressive and to reach a global audience as well. So the first website that we developed with Jamie in 2003 actually won a Webby Award, which is like the online Oscars for the internet, and that was a really cutting-edge website. So, as I said before, Jamie had a diary that he updated every day on there. We had forums, which was a really important part of the site, so there's a global food community. And we also developed this function called a moblog, where he could text images from his telephone. So that was in 2003, again, just to sort of represent or show how ahead of the game he was in terms of the internet and the power of the internet. One of the challenges with the personality-led brand, though, after about a year, the tabloids were getting quite fishing for stories from Jamie or about Jamie. And I don't know if you've lived in London, but the tabloids can be quite tricky, to be polite. So they were always fishing for stories, and of course, there was no story there. But one of the things that our legal team said to us was that, look, on Jamie's website, he's like telling the world about what he's doing, telling the world about his kids. His whole life is up there. And this is like 2004, as I say.